Hello then guys, welcome back to Benny DFM. I hope this finds you all well. Firstly from me, a massive thank you for all your support on the first episode of this series. It really is very much appreciated. Today we play our first competitive game as manager of Dynamo Kiev. Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Kings of Kiev. I'm Ben, and coming up on today's episode we play our first 2 games as Dynamo Kiev manager. The first in the league against FC Minaj, and the second is the Super Cup final against fellow big Ukrainian giants Shakthar Donetsk. And of course, if you do like today's video, then please do drop a like down below for me. Subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with when this series is dropping, and also to keep an eye out for some different videos that I've got coming for you very soon as well. And of course, get those notifications bells turned on so that you know when new videos are dropping. But without further ado, time to get stuck into today's episode. And the first thing we've got to do, surely, is meet our new signings. And when I say signings, I mean our new signing. Let's go and have a look at him now. And our only new signing for now is this chap, Tomas Gudara. He's come in as a right back from Argentina. He's got no caps for him at all. He only cost us 3 million though. And as you'll see, he's already valued at 5.5 million, £19,000 a week. He really did need to come in. We had a couple of okay right backs, but it was a position that we needed to strengthen. He looks really good. He's got a little bit of pace and acceleration down that side and some work rate. His crossing's not the best, but we can certainly improve that. He's also got the ability to be quite flexible up that right hand side if required, and he can play at centre back if we're really desperate. So a good all-round signing. There is a couple more that hopefully we will bring in before the next episode. We're looking for a striker and a goalkeeper preferably. Whether it be a transfer or a loan deal, we'll soon find out. But Tomas Gudara has made it to Dynamo Kiev. We've signed an Argentinian in Ukraine. It's unbelievable scenes, and he will feature in our starting 11 today. And you'll see the rest of that in a second. And here it is then, the team that will be taking us into our first game as Dynamo Kiev manager. We've had a bit of a problem with goalkeepers. Miserably, the youngster that we looked at in the first episode, is the only fit goalkeeper currently at the club. So of course, he starts in goal. It's a back four of Gudara, Zabarny, Berda and Michaelenko. Sharapenko, Bieliski, oh god, this is going to be hacked, isn't it? Shepelev, Verbic, Shigankov and Rusin up front. I mean, we'll get there in the end with all the names, but we're going for a 4-3-2-1 with a sort of defensive midfield 4-3-3. We're going to look to play positively, keep the ball as best we can. Minaj obviously are not the best team over here in Ukraine, so it should, I mean, I say it should, hopefully we don't embarrass ourselves. It should be a fairly straightforward victory, and fingers crossed that we will be able to do so. And of course, we're going to give the boys some faith that we're confident in them, that we're going to go out and provide the victory. We're in 3 dimensions for the Kiev series as well. And here we go, the beginning of our Kings of Kiev adventure. And we've got a free kick already, and it's fallen to Rusin, and it's come back out, and it's all going on. Zabarny has it on this left-hand side. What can he do with it? Can he beat his man? No, he goes to Shepelev instead, to Sharapenko, and it's... Right, someone needs to say how to pronounce this guy's name in the comments. I understand it's without the T, so is it Sigankov? Sigankov? Victor has scored 7 minutes, that's all it took for our first goal as the Kings of Kiev. What a goal it was. Great ball from Michaelenko and Sigankov. We're going to go for Sigankov. If I'm wrong, let me know down below. And it's... Oh, what a start this is. What a start. Just as I was saying, hopefully we get off to a good start. We have. There I am. Look at me. Blue and yellow Ukrainian tracksuit. I look great. I look great, everyone. Don't you think? Don't you think? I don't know. Right, we've got it in the midfield again. We're knocking it about really nicely. Berda, also in the centre of defence, you may have expected to see Popov. He is also injured. So we've had a couple of injuries in pre-season that haven't helped for today. But hopefully, as I say, we can get past FC Nicki Minaj. It's not Nicki Minaj. I just, Minaj. Why not? And yeah, hopefully we can get the ball rolling on what will be a fairly successful season. The big test today is the next game, albeit in the Super Cup, but it is against a very, very big team over here in Ukraine, in Shakthar Donetsk. So if we can beat them, then we are on to something pretty good. As we're getting the ball in again, and it's Rusin this time, and that is potentially why we need another striker. Our main choice striker is out. He's got a global ban until December. Who knows what he did? If anyone knows what he did, let us know. So he's out until December. So we are sort of struggling for a striker. I've got a couple that hopefully I might be able to get, but I feel like if we can get a goal scorer in this league, then we're well away. Because we look good everywhere else, as we're showing here. Because that's another great ball, and Verbic can't quite finish it. Rusin chips, someone score! Oh, we've had how many chances there to score? Oh, it 1-0 at half-time. It could be so many more. Look at that. 18 shots, 5 on target, an XG of 2.54. I mean, we've played pretty well, haven't we? There's still room for improvement. We're going to tell the boys we believe they've got what it takes. I mean, of course we do. Of course we do. We're playing okay. The average ratings are good. We've just not put that second goal. And we all know with Football Manager, if you don't score the second goal, they're going to score an equaliser and it's going to be 1-1. But this is a great run from the new boy, Gadari. And it's fallen to him again. And he puts it back to Verbic. Can we get a good ball across? Buyalewski. Oh, it's hit the post. This is unbelievable. Michaelenko shoots wide. How on earth is this still 1-0? Someone tell me how it's still 1-0. Anybody out there to tell me how this is still 1-0? Oh, unbelievable. Great run, though, from Gadara, the new man on the right-hand side. We've had 25 shots. Demand more. Demand more. We need to be winning this more than 1-0. To be fair, we have only restricted him to one shot. But this is emphasising why we need a goal scorer. Because how many of these have fallen to Rusin and he's shot them well wide? That is not a good ball. And they're going to build. Here comes the equaliser, people. I'm calling it now. Guadara steps in and does well, but it's to Malepe, who looks for his mate. But Verbic steps in. That's a really good interception, and we could break here through Sigankov. See, I'm learning the names. Look, I'm learning. Guadara on the right to Rusin. Back to Guadara. Great ball across, but they're beaten to it in the air, and it's to Shaparenko. Shepelev, Michaelenko with a penalty. Why not? Michaelenko, great ball across. Sigankov with his second of the game, his second of the season. Of course it's his second of the season. It's the first game, his second goal of the game to make it 2. I mean, we can't say it hadn't been coming, but what a ball this is from Michaelenko, hung up towards the back post. And who's there but Sigankov with the header? His ginger hair gets onto it. He nods it home. And I think it's time to just make a couple of changes. He could be one of them as well. He's exhausted himself on that right-hand side. We'll get Clayton on. Clayton on for him. Shaparenko can come off. We've got Tuda Baluta, who some of you may recognise. He is on loan from Brighton. In real life as well at Kiev. So he can come on there. And left back, I mean, that's a really good idea. Don't pick a left back for the bench. I mean, surely someone could play a left back. Oh, yeah, Berda can. So Berda goes to left back. And then we'll get Sirota on for Michaelenko in the middle of the park. And we're away. There we go. They are the 3 subs. A triple substitution made there as we go into this game with a bit of confidence. We thought we were going to win. We've absolutely dominated Minaj. 32 shots, 9 on target, almost an XG of 4. I mean, we should have scored more. That's the one conclusion. Maybe we will score more as Guadara gets on it, who's had a great debut. Clayton shoots. It's just wide from Clayton, but we've got a corner and Clayton takes this one. It's awful. Actually awful, but he's got it back. A second chance. Again, it's bad. We kicked it to them. If they score, this will be a travesty. Kozhanov. Oh, it's just wide. They almost got a goal back, viewers. I mean, we deserve a win and a clean sheet and for it to be more than 2-0. But we have won 2-0. It's a solid result. We're going to outstretch the arms and praise the boys. And hopefully we can continue that form for the Super Cup against Shakthar Donetsk. Okay, then a couple of forced changes for the big game against Shakthar Donetsk. Michaelenko is out with blisters, so Kostovic comes in on the left-hand side. We've also had a bit of a mix-up in the midfield. Baluta now slots in at this deep line playmaker role. Shaparenko, actually we'll get Shaparenko in the box-to-box and Buyalewski will go into that Mazzala role, pressing into these areas in front. Of course, a chance for us to win our first piece of silverware as boss of Dynamo Kiev. I mean, it's only our second competitive game, so can you imagine if we do that? Can you imagine if we can win a trophy straight away? I mean, we have won this more than any other team in history, so you know there's a strong chance that we might. And it's on SITV. I mean, what more could you want? They've obviously got a fairly decent team for this level, Shakthar Donetsk, and there's our boys who hopefully, I mean, we've got someone who used to play for Brighton, so you know, Short only couldn't get in Brighton's team. And there's a highlight straight away. So, you know, this is all going to go really, really well as Rusin is on the ball. No signings, of course, in between the two games. We've got our eye on a couple of people and hopefully I will be able to show you some more before the next one. A transfer deadline day is in about a week from this game, so we would have done all our transfer business before the next episode, as Tyson is a great save by Nesharay, has a shot for Shakthar. So the team will be what the team will be when we begin our next episode. But as I say, hopefully we can get some players in just to fill some gaps really that we're not quite strong in. I mean, up front's a massive one. If we can get a striker who's going to bag us 20 odd goals, then we can win some trophies. But at the moment, I mean, Shakthar all over us with Marcus A putting the ball in. It's cleared as far as Tyson, who seems to have been pretty instrumental for them at the moment. And what a finish that is! That is ludicrous! I mean, does that usually happen in Ukraine? What a finish this is. I mean, we can't complain about conceding this. Maybe we're not quick out to him. I mean, Shigankov can be a bit more pressing on him, but Tyson just pings it from there, and young Nesharay in the goal is unable to save. And I feel like the start of this game suggests to us we're not going to win, as Dodo, still alive, he passes it in. Marcus to Staparenko, and Marcus again. Can we nab the ball off them, please? And get up the other end as Marlos. Oh, Marcus A is in. He tries to find a teammate. Dodo, who's not dead, has it on the right. It's in. I mean, he was not going to miss from there, was he? Junior Moraes. And this task of winning the Champions League with Dynamo... I mean, winning the league with Dynamo Kiev seems a bit of a tricky one at the moment. This is a shambles, to put it lightly. Dodo with the ball across, and it's just... I mean, he's not going to... What are you doing? Oh, dear. We're 12 minutes in. They've had 5 shots already. Embarrassed in the Super Cup, I think, is going to be the headline in the Ukrainian papers tomorrow, because we're not playing well at all. But here's a chance. If we can keep hold of this. Kostovic puts the ball across straight at their keeper, and they're going to break on us. Pyatov, and let's just kick it against him. Oh, he tried to. And it's straight to them. How have they got so much time and space? We're not that bad, are we? Marlos on the right. It's a great ball in, and it's really, really well done by Guadara. The new right back has earned his fee there. We're going to demand more again. I mean, this has been dreadful. Look at the ratings. How are we so bad? Oh, no. This is not looking pretty, is it? We've come up against a team where this would have told us if we're going to compete or not. And so far, we are dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Thrash in the arms. We're not pleased. I mean, oh, there's a highlight straight away. Right, if we can get a goal back early in the half, it's on. If they get a goal, it's very much off. Marlos, they've got so much space down this side. How are they doing this? Marcos A again to Barney with a really hoofed clearance to Marquinhos. As Stepanenko to Maicon to Stepanenko. I mean, is anyone going to... How much time are they having on the ball? We're on high intensity pressing, people. Get to them. Junior Moraes, I mean, they're just knocking it round us like we're not even there. And Marcus A shoots just wide. I assume they've got a Marcus B on the bench or something. Marcus Antonio is his full name. Right, we'll see it. Can this get somewhere, please? Guadara. Ball across. It's beaten absolutely everyone. But Kostovic, how have you not... Oh, he's... Bring back Michaelenko when we can, please. The blisters need to sort themselves. Bugara, it's a goal. Oh, Verbit shoots just wide. That could have been a goal to get us back in the game, as we're going to have to make some changes. We're going to have to go on fitness as opposed to uselessness, which isn't ideal. Shepelev can come on for him. Shigankov can come off. So we've got Duland, who was injured for the first game. He can come back on. I mean, 6.2s are not the way we want to be playing this game, are they? Right, demand more. Dodo with a free kick to Marcus Antonio, to Marlon. I mean, this is so simple. How are they doing this to us? It's wide. It's fine. Oh, gosh. I mean, we have been outplayed to the max, haven't we? I've only just bought on, I haven't. Shapapenko for Andreevsky. That'll be the sub. When we can berate them, we're going to berate them because this has been absolutely dreadful. We're going to go on to very attacking just because we need to. 15 minutes then. Can we grab 2 goals? It's so unlikely. So unlikely. Can we make more subs? Are we allowed to make more subs? If so, it'd be nice. Oh, wow. Tyson's got the ball. That was... Oh, what a block that is. Tet! Neshere with a good save in the goal. I mean, if we can make more subs, that would be wonderful. 2 remaining. Right, hang on then. Guadara struggling. Kedziori on for him. The left back's on a 6. So's Verbic is on a 6 as well. I mean, I don't have a spare left back, so we'll go for Lednev on for Verbic out there. That's all the subs we can make. That's everything we could have done to try and just at least... I mean, this is embarrassing. We've only had 3 shots in the whole game as Benjamin Verbic pops up on the screen for us all to see. We've finally had a shot on target, people. Oh, there we go, look. Shakhtar win the Super Cup then. It's dreadful. It was an awful, awful performance. I mean... Oh dear. That wasn't good at all. We're gonna throw the water bottle. I've demotivated some of them, but that was rubbish. That was rubbish. A lot of work to be done as we still see Shakhtar lifting the trophy in the background. Quickly becoming very annoyed with Kostevic's Mark Kirik. I mean, aren't we all? He was rubbish. Rubbish. Get me back Michaelenko as soon as you can. Right. Looking ahead to the next episode, and I think what we'll do, we'll play through the entirety of September. We've already seen Shakhtar. We don't want to see them again. We'll see Dnipro and one of these, either Zorya or Ingulets Petrove. I mean, if you're here for me to batter names of Ukrainians and Ukrainian teams, then you're definitely in the right place. But we'll be back for 2 of these 3 games, and fingers crossed between now and then, we can actually win. We need to win this one. There's a Champions League game coming up that if we don't win, then, it just could all be ultimately embarrassing, couldn't it? But fingers crossed we can win some games. I do, however, hope you have enjoyed today's episode. And as always, if you have, please leave a like down below for me. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager videos. And thank you all for coming along and watching.